mom told me about this one. More of this, is it Good Things? Yeah, this was the best, in her opinion, of Martha Stewart living. Huh. No! I have to buy this? What the hell? Hold on. There's gotta be a free...
On today's program, you'll learn the best way to plant a tree, and Corby Cummer is back to show us how to make the perfect cappuccino. You'll find resources and recipes for many of our segments in the program guide of our magazine, Martha Stewart Living. To subscribe, just call our 800 number. When I first moved here about 22 years ago, I made the rather foolish decision to plant only useful, productive trees. Trees like apple trees or pears or plums or cherries. And I really neglected the whole idea of trees for the future. Big trees like beeches and elms and maples and sycamores. Well, I think I made a big mistake, because as I've lived here, trees have died, hurricanes have come and knocked trees down. They do mature and they do need replenishing. And I made the decision to plant a tree every year, at least one tree. And planting trees is easy. I'll show you how. I've done a lot of research about how to plant a tree, and the theory now is to dig a hole that's twice as wide as the ball of the tree, from side to side, and about as deep as the ball. You don't want the tree to sink down in the hole. So we dig down just a little bit deeper than the size of the ball, and that green turf that was taken off the top is here. I call this green manure, and I put it in the bottom of the hole as sort of a cushion for the ball of the tree. It's a nice way to use this sod, and it does give some food and nutrients to the roots. Never put in the bottom of the hole any harsh fertilizers or strong manures. A tree doesn't need it, and you might burn the root ball. So just line that hole. This will raise the tree up to exactly the right height.
That's interesting. So I'm reading that not only is it good for soil, like soil quality, it improves the drainage, and also, yeah, that's amazing. So using organic materials like green manure or composted manure as a base helps break up heavy clay soils, preventing water from sitting in the hole and rotting roots. It's almost like adding like a nice paper base whenever, like if you're lining like a container for muffins or something like that. Obviously this is a lot different, but that's amazing.
To accomplish. Add a little bit of moistened peat moss or rich compost or organic matter. This makes the hole even a little bit more comfortable for the beech tree. Charlie Martyr, my tree friend out in Long Island, says you can plant these big trees any time of the year, and he's had great success. So this is the peat moss. Spread it around, and now it's time to place the tree. It's a big, heavy tree, and I'll need some help. Renato, can you help me move this tree in? I think the two of us can do it. Maybe just roll it in. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe roll it in.
How much do you think this weighs?
Oh, I don't have any idea. But it's heavy.
Oops. Now we have one chance to place it in the bottom of this hole. Notice this tree is completely balled with burlap. Hopefully the roots will be in good shape. It looks like in good shape because the leaves are already coming out. There, oh, perfect, couldn't be better. It looks like the top of the ball is almost level with the top of the terrain. Now, another thing that people do, and they make a big mistake doing it, is to leave that burlap on the ball. Just cut off all those strings. They say, oh, it'll rot off, but you know, it takes years and years to rot completely away. So we just always cut it off.
Yeah, so supposedly if you don't cut it off, you can risk strangling all of the roots, and so any of like the surrounding soil will be like suffocated in a way. And although, like to her point, it does eventually rot off, it takes a really, really long time and may not actually completely decompose. So like it's really, really important in that way to make sure that it doesn't get dried out, because that's what can happen. So it's the strangling, and then the surrounding soil needs to be able to breathe and retain moisture, and this could prevent that from happening.
Trying not to disturb the root ball too much. Now's the time to water in the tree. If there are any broken branches, and I see a few little breaks, with a sharp pair of pruners, just take them off. Any kind of tears like that could invite some disease. Here's one right here. Just go down to a bud and snip it off. Beech trees have a very beautiful growing habit that the branches start from the base of the tree and go out. I never like to see a beech tree pruned above the ground. I like those lower branches. They're really pretty. Fill the hole with the topsoil that you took out of the hole. I used the topsoil in the bottom of the hole. Then I filled in a little bit with the subsoil. There wasn't very much, removing all the rocks to give those roots a really, really good chance of survival. And now I had to borrow a little bit of the topsoil from the vegetable garden, but maybe we'll replace that later on. And here, just fill it in. This will settle. This tree will settle. I'm going to just pour the rest of this right into the hole. And then I'll show you something that I think is kind of fun. It's putting your heel right into the dirt and heeling in, putting all your weight.
Damn, Martha.
Compacting that soil so that the roots have no air pockets around them. You don't want any air down in that hole. That is a real killer of trees. In fact, of any kind of plants that you're planting in a deep hole like this. Leave a little indentation around the perimeter of the hole like this, and then water it in again, letting it settle overnight. Now the last thing you have to do is stake the tree. Make sure the stakes are nice and secure in the ground. And notice I've used 3 stakes. That way, whichever way the wind blows, the tree won't fall down. And you need to make that tree secure in the hole. You don't want the roots to be disturbed in any way by movement of the tree itself. So now to just test out the other ones of the other posts. That one's not going anywhere. It must be hitting a rock. Same here, but they feel very secure. Now, this is what I use to secure the trees to the stakes. It's a piece of sisal rope and a recycled old hose. This piece of hose, this is very nice because it does not abrade the bark of the tree in any way. Find a good sturdy branch. Try not to disturb any little lateral branches on the tree. And the hose, you see, bends around but doesn't hurt the tree. And then wrap this around your post. I go around that way and around this way and secure it with a knot. Leave enough rope so that if you have to make adjustments as the tree grows, you can. Adjust the tree anchors so that they are on different parts of the trunk of the tree. The tree's not rocking. It's not going to go anywhere with these wonderful anchors. Planting a tree like this really is an investment in the future. It's sort of like owning a blue chip stock, only you can be absolutely assured of its annual growth.
That's funny. Oh, Martha. That's so sick, though. Martha Stewart really kind of reminds me of Brett Rogers. Like, it's slow. There's like a good pace to it. She doesn't, like, with old television too as well, you just see that, like, a lot of the way that television was made was just so much different than that it's made now. It's like night and day. The quality is just, from my perspective, I like it. I like the pacing. I don't care how long something is. Like, there's no wasted space. People speak with pauses. It's the way things are. Like, that's just life. Decorating with color. I have to log in and borrow this too. Oh, I don't want to log in and borrow. All right, Papa Murphy's commercial. Let's go.
Save big during our house full of value days at
Home Choice Resort Home.
Right now, you can furnish your entire home for only $29.99 a week. Get a living room group, dining room set, and bedroom group for only $29.99 a week. That's 3 rooms of furniture for only $29.99 a week. Let us show you our variety of styles and colors. So hurry in today and visit your nearest Home Choice location.
Home Choice Resort Home.
Introducing Papa Murphy's new grilled chicken and bacon stuffed pizza. We start with our fresh crust, add creamy garlic sauce, nearly a pound of cheese, plenty of grilled chicken, lots of crispy bacon, fresh diced Romas and onions, then another layer of fresh crust, topped with more cheese, tomatoes, and bacon. It weighs over 5 pounds. Better yet, right now, this grilled chicken and bacon stuffed pizza is just $9.99. Whoa. The new premium taste without the premium price.
Telewaves and the NFL on Kima CBS.
Where's Kima? Is that Washington? Yeah. Huh. Also, is Papa Murphy still around? It is, isn't it? Oh God, what did they... Yeah. Sweet mother of God, what the hell is that? That's cute. Wait, do they still make pizza? Like, do they have... Where are they? I don't want an AI, no! Oh, it started in Vancouver. No, Oregon. The headquarters is in Washington. Of course, private equity bought it. Oh, God. What isn't owned by private equity? We can't have anything nice anymore. Oh, they were in the UAE too? Now, this is crazy. Because in my opinion, nobody out pizzas the Hut. But that's fine. 1 year. Huh. So there are still a fair amount. A lot of them are in the Pacific Northwest. There's a lot in the Midwest. No one on the East Coast, it looks like. One in New Jersey. Oh, without. Okay, cool. This is according to 2024 data, and sometimes I don't believe it, but you never know. Yes, no stupid questions. Why go out, pay double the price of a frozen pizza? This was 8 years ago. It's like video on demand. You can watch it when you're ready to watch it. Same with pizza. I can buy it now, but throw it in the oven when I'm ready. Wow, I remember when this was a thing, and I think it is still a thing. That's an interesting. Wait, there's no way that they did that though. Wait, hold on. It's gonna be a ridiculous question. Huh. Okay, so that's like a, yeah, that is a frequently asked question. I don't know if that was their intent. That's interesting. Wow. This is crazy. Okay, I didn't realize that they're almost like a go-to for, huh. I learned, God, wow. I'm not saying, I don't, it doesn't look like there was any strategy behind that, but that is a, yep. I will say that this poverty finance, if you are somebody who makes fun of people who struggle and have to be on benefits, that could be any one of us. And to be quite honest with you, when something, you know, these questions are going to become more and more frequent as people get laid off with this new, with new changes in technological development in this industry. AI is absolutely decimating shit throughout the country, taking jobs away. So more questions on poverty finance. I think these questions are going to become more and more abundant. People are going to be asking questions about how they can, you know, find creative ways of buying food that is inaccessible most of the time. And so, you know, Papa Murphy's taking EBT or taking baked pizzas. I know that might not be trivial. I mean, for me, it's not trivial. I think that everybody should be able to have something nice, even if they're on SNAP benefits. Everyone deserves a treat every now and then. And if, you know, if pizza is considered a nicety or a luxury, I think we've really lost we've really lost touch with our sense of humanity and reality. So that's what I say. You learn something new every day. It's true.